Hi everyone, this is Jan, and today we are going to do Little Miss Bunny, or Miss Hoppy, however you want to pronounce her name. I saw these on Gloria Horn's Facebook group, and I thought someone said they did these on the cruise that they went on, but it's a little different version. Here's their version, has more of the bunny body to where, let me turn the light on and see if I get, yeah, that's better, to where there was more of a body of the bunny. So I went ahead and checked in IQ, and I thought, you know what, I wonder if we have a bunny in IQ Designer. And we do have a bunny, but our bunny is actually just the head of the bunny. So I decided to go ahead and try it with the head of the bunny and see if it would look like a body after we got finished with it. So I think it looks really cute. And as you can see, I have done Mama and one of her little babies here. You could do several little babies for her, and you could do Mama, and you could have fun with your kids, and you can hide the little babies, and they could go find the little kids, the other little bunnies, and if they find them, they get a little whatever they do today. We used to get like quarters or something in the little pink eggs that they did, but you could make a game out of it, and I just thought they were really cute. So let's go ahead and get started on this. And the first thing we want to do is go into IQ Designer. So we're in IQ Designer, and we want to do our bunny shape. Let me turn the light off here. It's right in my face. And we want to go into shapes. And we want to go to the next menu here. And here's our little bunny head here. But we're going to make it into a body. So click on that. Click OK. All right, and there's our little bunny head. Now I have my hoop is set for 9.5 by 14. So I use that for Mama, and I use the 8 by 8 for the little babies. Okay, so we're going to do the big bunny. So just be sure you have your hoop size there that you want it. Now, I made the size of this. I'm in my design center, by the way. I'm not on the Solaris. But if you have my design center or IQ Designer, you can do this. So we have the bunny here, and we want to choose size. And the size I have is 13.5, that would be the length of the bunny. So I'm going to watch this top number here, and I'm going to go ahead and click this button here, and we're going to go as close to 13.5. Well, mine is only going to 12. Let's see, shapes. Well, that's what I have on there, but we'll go as high as we can go, because this is a 14-inch hoop. Well, let's see if it'll change. Let's go ahead and go now. Let's go on the height. Let's go down to this button here. Now it'll let me go up to 13.50. I don't know why it does that, but I guess there's always another way around it. So we have 13.5. Now on the width, we need to come in to 8.50. So our width is down here, so we need to come in to, look at the bottom number there, 850. There, 13.50 by 8.50. Now if you have a Lumineer or the Solaris or higher, they have a little keypad, and you can just punch the keypad there for the size. Okay, so we have our size, and I'm going to click the center. Okay. Now let's go up to line properties. Let's go a straight stitch. I want red. This is our placement line. Click OK. Click the bucket. We want to touch our line to turn it red. Okay, so now what we want to do is I want to get rid of this square down here. Now if you think you would like the square better, go ahead and leave the square. I changed mine, I rounded mine off and I brought it up a little bit up here. But you do whatever you want to. But I'm going to show you how to do erase this. So let's go to 200 here. This is the bottom right there. So I clicked the erase button, and I think I went to this one right here. And we're going to touch the erase and just go up maybe that far. And just be sure you kind of get them a little even there. Alright, so we erased that. Now what I want to do is go up here on line properties to the pencil. And this one is on this one here. That's the one I want. So I was just checking. Click OK again. Now make sure your pencil is selected. And I'm just going to make a little horseshoe here. So touch on the line, touch. Oops. Let's do that again. So touch. Swing under and over. Keep getting a bobble on that. Let's try one more time. Okay, this mouse moves on me when I get over here. Touch. There we go. Okay, so do your little curve there. Alright, now I'm going to go back to 100. And you can see everything is clicked together. Now here's what you need to do. Go down to the fill properties. And I'm just going to check to be sure that everything's hooked together here, and I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to click a fill, and it stayed in the boundaries that I want. So let's undo that. Okay, and let's be sure, yeah, our line is still there. Now I'm going to click on it just to be sure. Okay, so we have our line and we drew our little ear here. So let's go ahead and save this line. So let's put it in the pocket right here. And let's go ahead and save to the machine. Now let's go next. And I want the running stitch to be 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want it at 100. Set. Preview. OK. Set. OK. Alright, we have our first item in the menu up here. So this is our outline. This is what you're going to stitch to give you an outline of how much fabric to put on your bunny in the hoop or for your batting. So this is your first placement line, all right? So the next one, we want to do our batting. So let's go add my design center, and we're going to pull up that red line. Go to the machine. There's our line. Now I want you to write down those 3 numbers that you have right here. Write those down in your notes so that you know the numbers. If you need to pull it back up again, if you need to change it, whatever, go ahead and write those numbers down. Okay, so we're going to pick up that little bunny. And you can see I did the bunny earlier. So then go set. Okay, now on this little bunny, I want to change the color. So I want to change the color, but I also want to change the size. I want the batting a little bit smaller. So let's go to size down here. And we're at 1351. So for the batting, I am going to bring that down. I'm going to do 37. Let's go 1340. Come on. There, 1340. Okay. Center it. Click OK. And I want to change the color. Line properties. Click on Run Stitch, and I want to change it green. I usually do the batting in green. Click the bucket and touch the line. Okay, now I'm going to use this line later on for when I do the backing, but I want to check it first. So I'm going to go ahead and save it in the pocket. So this right down here. Save it to the machine. Go next. Change the stitch length to 100. Set. Preview. OK. Set. OK. Now I'm looking on here, and yes, it is smaller. Now when we do our backing, I'm going to do that even smaller because I don't want the outside line to show. This isn't in enough for me for the backing. Okay, so we have our batting line. Now once you have this line sewn on, you're going to trim it. And then you need an outline for your fabric. You're going to be putting your top fabric on. So let's go Add, IQ Designer. We want to pull up that image, the red line. I want to pull up the red line. So here's the red bunny. Pull that up. Click Set. Okay, go to Line Properties. We're going to change the color. Running stitch. Purple. Okay. Touch the bucket. Click the line purple. Alright, we don't need to save this. We already have the red line we can use if we need this same size. So go next. We want 100 here. Set. Preview. Okay. Set. Okay. Alright, now we have our purple outline right here. Alright, the next thing we need to do is go Add, IQ Design. Now we need to go to the pocket down here. We need the machine. We need that red line again, so here it is right here. Set. We want a no sew. We're going to get ready to do the fancy fills, so Line Properties, no sew. Okay. Bucket. Click the red line. Turn it gray. We don't need to save this one either. Now before we go to next, let's go over here to our fill properties. Click that. Click the little arrow here. We want a crosshatch. You can choose whichever one you want. I just chose something simple. 006, but you choose what you want to. You make it pretty however you want to. And let's see, I did the pink line. Let's do blue. Blue I usually do for fills. Click OK. Click the bucket. Click inside. Okay, go ahead and click next. And for this one, I changed it to the size 125. And this one here on direction, I changed that to a 45-degree angle. And the next one is outline, and I turned that on. So set, preview, OK. Set, OK. Now we have our crosshatch here. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, we need to put his little bunny tail on. All right, so let's go add, IQ, let's go to shapes. His bunny tail is right here in the first menu, this one right there, okay. Click OK. Now you know what? Okay, let me back out of this. Let me do undo, cancel, go to my design center. I'm sorry. Now let's go ahead and go to our pocket. Let's go to our machine. I need to know where to place this. So let's go ahead and grab our red line, set. Now let's make this a no sew. We don't want to sew this, we just want it for placement. Click the bucket, click the line and turn it gray. Okay, now go to shapes. Click on shapes, there's the bunny tail. Click OK. Now we need to size the bunny tail. And for that, our bunny tail, we went 420 by 425. So let me look at this number up here. So let's see if we can get down to 420. Of course, I always overshoot it. 19, we're almost there. Okay, 420 by 425 right here. If you have the keypad, just punch in the numbers. Okay, now let's move it. Go to our keys right here and let's move it down as far as we want to move it. That looks good. We got to put our lettering up here. I can move it down. Let's move it just a little further. I just don't want to get in the way of this when we turn it. So that looks good right there. Click OK. Alright, now go up to line properties. And I want a straight stitch on this. We have to tack down our fabric. Let's use pink. Okay. Go to the bucket. Turn your tail pink. Alright, now I'm going to save this in case I need this. I'm going to need this tail again when we do the satin stitch, okay? So this is just for the outline for fabric placement. Okay, so save it to the pocket, to the machine. Okay, go next. And I think I'm going to leave it at this because we're going to be trimming it. And I want a good solid stitch on that. So preview, set, okay. Now we have our little bunny tail. All right, so now we need to do our satin stitch. So what you would do is you would see where the top, now you could use this as your outline, okay? You could use it as your outline. Then you could put your fabric down, and then you could sew another outline. But I skip steps a lot of time just to save time. So what I do, the machine's going to stop and the needle's going to be right here at the top. So what I do is I have a square of fabric and I just make sure it goes past where it's going to start to sew. Just make sure I have enough fabric to cover everything. But if you feel more comfortable, go ahead and use this as your tack down line, and then put your fabric down, and then use your arrow keys, and you can back up and restitch this line, okay? Or you can add another line, just change the color. So the option's yours, however you want to do it. So the next one that I did was the satin stitch. So add IQ Designer. Now I'm going to go in the pocket, machine, and I'm going to pick up that little bunny tail. We're going to set. Okay, now we still have on this bunny tail a no sew here. And we still have a straight stitch right here, but we're going to change that to a satin, okay? So let's go to line properties. It's already set on a satin. I'm going to choose yellow. I'm going to choose OK. Go to the bucket. See, I have a satin stitch right here. It's in the window. Okay, now let's click on the tail. Turn it yellow. I don't need to save this because I already have an outline of it. So go next. And I changed mine. Let's see, the satin, this would be the width, and I changed mine as far as it would go, 240. And this, I changed the density to 110. That's what Gloria always recommends, so I go ahead and do it too. Set, preview, okay. All right, now we have our satin stitch around our bunny tail. Now if you want to add a decorative triple stitch on it, or something else, a chain stitch on top of that, you can. I just didn't do it on mine. The satin stitch looks nice. They have the best satin stitch of any machine that I know of. It's really pretty. Okay, set. Okay. All right, so now we have our little satin stitch around our tail. Now the next thing we need to do is do our lettering. So let's go add. Let's go over here to our lettering. And I use this font here, number 11. You use whatever font you want to use. So I chose 11. Okay, it shows where we are here. Now I chose large, but it comes up as large when you first start. So let's do an H. Okay, so the large is good for me. H, O, P, P, Y. Okay, do a line, this little icon here. Easter. You could put whatever you want on this. You don't have to have Happy Easter. Okay, then do E, A, S, T. You know what? Did I do all caps? No. Okay, let's back up. I'm going, wait a minute. E, A, S, T, E, R. Okay, now can I go up here? I could leave that like that if I want to. Okay. You decide how you want it. It's fine like that. if you want to leave it up there. Let's see if I can go up there though. No, why not? Doesn't seem. Oh, did. Okay, maybe I have to click on the letter. Come on. Oh, maybe I click down here. Yeah, okay. H-O. Oh. So go here, delete. Let's go here then. Delete. H-O. Here we go. P-Y. There we go. Okay, I like that. Now we'll have to move it up in the edit menu. Unless I'm missing something, I don't see where you can move it up. You can just do all this other stuff down here. Okay, so I have my lettering, so click Set. Now go up here to Edit, go to Move, and our arrows here, let's move it up. And I put it right in between the bottom of the bunny ears, because when I do my backing, what I did was I put the fold right here for the backing, so I didn't want any lettering or anything in that area. I wanted it pretty clean in that area. Okay, so Happy Easter. All right, click OK. All right. Now the next thing we need to do is just the backing. Can you believe we're finished with this? So go Add, My Design Center. Now let's go to the pocket. Go to the machine. I am going to pull up the green. Now I'm going to do that because right now it's smaller than the red. And I want it smaller than even what the green is, because I don't want, I don't know if you can't see anything on this. Maybe if I go right here. Let me turn the light on again. See this line, see this stitching line that's right at the top there? That's going to show unless you bring that backing line in closer. Okay? That's what causes that. So I'm going to bring the green outline in. Set. I'm going to resize it. I want it still smaller than what we have. That's what we have now. I'm going to bring this down to 13. So, what's the top number? Let's see what I have there, 13. Maybe I can go 1310 by 825. That might be small enough. 13:9 or 10. 1310 by 825. That's probably small enough right there. Okay, click OK. Then go ahead and go next. Okay, go ahead and do your run pitch to 100. Set. Preview. Okay. Set. Okay. All right. Can you see? Let's go. Let's zoom in on this. I want you to see this. Let's see. Can I pan? How do you pan on this? Okay. See how I can see? Let me go up further. See how this line, how far it comes down? so I can see that I don't know if you can even see that right there. Zoom in a little more. It's not going to let me. Anyway, I can see that green line right here. Okay. Let's move down. Now I did notice that down here, that's in a little bit too far on here. So let me see if I can resize that line. I like to pull it out just a little bit down here. Let me go to Edit. Let me go to Size. That's on the bottom, so that would be this one right here. Let me increase that. Oh, that helped. Let me go over here. Boy, it's sure slow. Okay, I'm going over here. See, and I can see the green line right there. So just moving that. Now that comes in quite a bit. Let's see if I can. No. Okay, it's got to stay at that. Wish I could use my finger to, instead of these arrows. But you can see that green line, or at least I can see it right here. You can see it right there too. Okay, so we're okay then. Long as it's inside where all those outside stitches are. So let's click OK. Let's go back to 100. There we go. Okay, and I can even see the green line coming in. That's what we want. That way your line won't show. Okay. So we have everything here. We have our placement line. We have our batting tacked down. We have our fabric tacked down. We have our fancy fill. We have our tack down for our bunny tail for the fabric. We have our satin stitch for the bunny tail. We have our lettering for Happy Easter. And we have our green line for the backing. Now, if you want to change this green line, I can change that to a different color. I usually change it to a gold. That way, I know that's the backing line. So I just changed the color to tangerine. Okay, and then the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and save it in our machine. So click Memory, click the machine. Okay, now if you want to stitch it later, so if you want to stitch it now, go in Embroidery. Okay, so then everything's listed, and you would go ahead and stitch it in Embroidery. Okay, in this view here, see, you can really see your lines. So you can see that gold line. So this one should stitch out okay. Just click OK. All right, so if you don't want to stitch it out, just stitch the home button, click OK, and if you come back tomorrow, go into Embroidery, go to your machine right here, okay, and you would click on your little bunny there. So you can see I did it earlier. So you click on your little bunny, click Set, okay, and then Embroidery. And then you would go ahead and stitch it out, and it would be ready to go. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this lesson. I thought I'd go ahead and put it on YouTube I wanted to get it up early enough so that everybody could stitch them out and have time. They had to send them somewhere, mail them somewhere. But anyway, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you share with all your friends. Okay? And do you up some little bunnies like this. I think they're darling. And you'll enjoy those. Also, make sure that you visit my eBay store. And I'll have a link in the description box down below if you want to visit it. And I'll have this in there too. And the big bunny will be on the screen. And you'll also get the little bunny with it also if you purchase the bigger one. I always send everyone a free gift whenever they purchase anything in my store, my eBay store. So if you purchase this little bunny, you're going to get the little baby with it also at no extra cost. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care. And show me all your bunnies. Make sure you send me pictures on private message me your pictures, and I'll show them at the end of the YouTube videos with your name on them. I love seeing them. That's what inspires me to keep doing different projects for you. Okay, take care. Bye for now.